Let's now move forward to some more trends of research in ELT. Starting with those which have already mentioned in the previous module, I would just like to share that teaching methods have been a primary focus of research. Analysis of various teaching methods and their effectiveness in various contexts has been a point of debate by various researchers. There has been a lot of research about teaching methods in Pakistan as well. If you allow me to say, this has been the most popular inquiry in Pakistani studies, especially related to grammar translation method, so it would not be wrong in my opinion. Moving forward, English as an international language and its teaching has been important and powerful areas of research, and this is still a very powerful area. A lot of research is being done in this regard. When we assume English as an international language, we need a powerful methodology to teach this as well, because this would involve not a typical knowledge of language which comes from native speakers. It would also invite some inclusion of the local influences into English language as well. So which language actually is English as an international language, what would be its components, and how it would be taught. There has been a lot of debate and research in this area as well. And then world Englishes, their existence, where do they exist? Is a certain variety, for example Pakistani variety, a separate English or not? There has been a lot of research about this in various areas. We have seen studies on Pakistani English by Tariq Rahman, by Boom Gardner, by Ahmar Mehboob, and by some other researchers as well. We have seen studies on Indian, Singaporean, and many other local varieties of Englishes as well. Then its political and academic influences and impact has also been a part of research. Should such world Englishes be taught in academic institutions or not, or should we teach only the native variety? That has been an important point of consideration. We also have an emerging field of critical discourse analysis in applied linguistics that is related to English language teaching as well to some extent. It looks into the relationship between language and power, and how power is manifested or enacted through language. So this is becoming a very interesting area of research. We also have conversational analysis, which looks into the analysis of talk in interaction, how speech is enacted, how people interact with each other, and what are various aspects of such interaction, for example turn taking, interference, etc. There could be multiple factors which might influence such conversation. So in conversation analysis, we look into all these aspects. Corpus linguistics, which looks into the availability of a certain corpora of English language and analyzing various vocabulary items and various syntactic structures based on that corpora and various other linguistic elements. So corpus linguistics or corpus analysis has been an important area of investigation. And then we have CAL, computer assisted language learning, how a computer could be used for teaching, presentation, reinforcement, and assessment of material to be taught and learned. So use of technology has increased a lot in various forms of education, including language education, and this has been a potential area and a very powerful area of research in English language teaching. In the last, I'll just mention contrastive analysis is also a very powerful area. It helps us compare various languages which are being spoken and used in various multilingual societies, and by those people who are socio-culturally linked. It also provides an input to other applied discipline, for example translation studies, because by comparing these languages we are able to find alternatives which may be used in translations and translation studies as an academic discipline.